January 1st, 2020. We're going to go out for our first check of the year. Nice weather, -10 outside. Looks like it's going to be a clear day and the wind's not bad, so hopefully we have a good check. It's been a few days and yeah, we're going to probably go start at Glenn's and then check everything closer. We have another Christmas meal to go to, or New Year meal I guess. And if I start over there, end up over here, then I can check the rest at night after. Want to wish you guys the best, and kind of a New Year's resolution for me is keep a little bit better track of my catches. I was doing it, then I slipped, and yeah, gonna keep trapping for a little bit more. Hopefully get out for some lynx and some beaver here right away. Martin, I might put a few sets up. Got to take some bait out so I can bait some boxes and get things going. Other resolutions for this year is just try and spend more time with family and friends and all that good stuff. Everybody tries to rush around and get things done. I appreciate my family coming out to the shed here and helping me out so we can spend some time together, and they come out and do some checks. I don't mean to be selfish. Just have a few goals for myself and kind of go from there, I guess. All right, we'll see you out on the line. Catch you at the next set. Man, it's a beautiful day. Great way to start 2020. Have a snare here. Caught a couple coyotes, but deer keep knocking it over. It's along a trail, or sorry, along a creek. And it's where they leave the creek bottom and come up into the field there. And I see the elk hunters have been going along this creek here looking for elk that are bedded down, so we'll see what else they got into. Yeah, I'll just show you the set here and then I'll pull it for the year and carry on. Looks like we might have had a refusal. We'll just see. So there's a coyote track between my legs. It's come across the field, come down here, stopped right here, turned around. So probably smelt something he didn't like, or seen the snare, which is frosted up. But could probably move it down further. But I'm hoping to catch him over at Glenn's bait. Might change it up a bit here. I keep saying that. Just play it by ear and see what I got going on at the time. But we'll pull this one. It's probably full of coyote pee and whatnot, and he's a little bit nervous to come down here. So we'll find another set or start another bait here along the creek where they can go up and down and check her out. Nice and thick down here, and there's a couple of good spots further down the creek where I can just chuck something over and then let them make some trails. Beautiful day, nice and warm, -10. The animals will always tell you what they want to do. Hard to force them to do anything. So just on top of this hill, that's where I just pulled that snare. They were going over this bluff here and kind of staging and crossing over to another field that's got crop in it. So they quit using that trail. But I've been watching this one, and it's got some big coyote tracks in it. And it branches off in two ways. So this way, they kind of follow up and go on top of the hill and then hit my truck tracks and go over to a bait that's this way. That's what we call Glenn's bait. But they sneak in the back way there, and I don't want to put too many snares and have to go in there too much. So we have two options here. What our options are, you can see they're marking this, digging this up and pissing and pooping right there. I haven't gone in there yet. But on this side here, I can see they're coming through the grass from this creek bottom where they're traveling, no doubt. And then another group, or a different coyote or the same coyote, they're going in right over here. So what we'll do is we'll kind of walk up over this way, bring a couple of our power rams. We're gonna tuck one in right here, a nice little pinch spot. And then on my way back, I'm gonna walk along this bush line, not on their trail, and then see what we have here in the tall grass. I'm thinking I can anchor to this tree that the deer were doing the rubs on, and then just blend it in that grass, and we should be able to pick up at least one coyote here. So always keeping myself guessing. I didn't go to the corner like I said, I kind of walked here. It's pretty narrow, so I took some big steps, got along this little brush line, stepped in here, came to where that scrape is. We got rabbits going this way and coyotes going down. So what I did is I stuck that snare in a good little spot. Already a little bit of a chin lift right there, and that stick's acting as a brushing to keep them centered. Nice, and height's good. And we should have a catch here because they're using that pretty steady. And it branches off in two directions down there. Hard to see from the camera here, and then fall along the bottom of the creek. So that's our first snare of 2002. And what we'll do, we'll make this one here if we make a catch, I guess. The one that we follow through. So you want to be a trapper video series there on a coyote. Okay, we'll do this other one up here, and I'll show you that one. So our other snare is just over there, and walking over here I couldn't tell from over there, but another heavy trail used by coyotes and rabbits. And this is where I wanted to put that pinch point, but then this other trail, it's not visible from there, but I see they go in there, but there's no real good pinch points down there. I know on the other side they pop up along the creek in a couple of spots, but I decided not to drive around the edge of the field there just because of the deer hunters and elk hunters and stuff like that. But this is one of the little creek edges that I want to throw some bait in. Maybe next time I come, I'll toss it in there. If they're already circling, it's going to be a quick, easy bait. Probably pick a couple up there from this creek. Just wanted to show you that. So we're at a bit of a crossroads here. As we get closer, I'm just going to take a look at the tracks. They have a little bit of frost in them, but I'm going to see if this is more deer over that way, or if we got solid coyote here at the beginning of the trail. And right here it looks just like coyotes using it, and a really nice big coyote track there. So I think I'll just go off of that one because it looks like it goes straight through here. So we're going to stick with the original plan, I guess. Just talked it out with you guys, how I rationalize some stuff. Like I said, this one here is wide open, but if I bring some bait and chuck her into the top of that head of the trail in the bluff here, we'll pick up coyotes here, no doubt. Okay, I'll show you what this set looks like after I'm done. So that's what I have there. Just leaning that, this one's a coyote ram, number one. And just leaning that into the trail there. There was some sticks already up, so it makes them lift their head, so they go dead center into there. And the tracks are nice and heavy going in, so it blends in nice. I won't put a ribbon here just because the elk hunters and deer hunters, but I'll make a note to my little log here, so if something goes awry, we'll see. And I might have to bring another one here if I see that they start using this trail, or get that bait going. Always keep yourself flexible. Think different scenarios. Don't always stick to the same tactic all the time. And should be good. Okay, we tippy-toed back to the truck. So you can see that one snare power arm there, right dead center. And then over there, can't see the other one. Oh, you can just kind of see it. But you can see where the deer made the scrape, kind of up here, and the rub on the tree. So these are two I can check from the truck as I drive by at night. And I don't have to go in and disturb anything, so let everything be natural, the way it should be. All right, we'll carry on and get on to Glenn's bait and see what we got. Well, we had a big, really big track go in here. And then it got here, and didn't like my snare. And this one we made one catch for sure. So I'm gonna move this one to a different spot. Here, this is where we dropped off a pig. Picked up a coyote here the other day, and made a couple catches in the bush over that way through the trees here. So I'll pick this one up because it's pretty much gone quiet and I can see they're starting to refuse it. And I don't know what's going on inside the bush yet. The pig I dropped off is gone, so we'll walk around and see where that's gone and take it from there. Over here's where we made a couple catches through the year. Or that spruce bough, as you can see, it's disturbed a little bit over there. Now the coyotes are a little bit timid from going that way, so they started sneaking around over here. So I tiptoed, didn't walk on their trail. I've seen them gone through there 3 or 4 times. So this is the ram I just picked up in the other spot. Kind of hid it behind the tree and just a snare sticking out. I gotta go check these snares over there. From a distance, I don't think I have anything unless I got snowed on. And then we gotta turn around here and head into the bush over here and check those 3 snares. But the birds have all the carcasses cleaned up here. I'm doing a good job. There was a big hawk in here when I drove up. It's kind of cool to see. And I didn't put that snare over there. I realized I talked about it, but I didn't do it just because I'm trying to keep a few snares to rotate, and I'm waiting for my other ones to show up, and we'll go from there. But lots of sign in here again. You've seen the tracks over that way where they're leading over here, and we'll go check things out. Okay, so this is where that ram was supposed to be. I see if I would have had it there, I would have had a catch. So I put one in, and yeah, we'll check out later. So we moved a couple snares here today. Things change, so always keep flexible. We'll head out and go check a different bait. So we're at this bait here. Never did give it a name, but made a couple of coyote catches here. Haven't checked the snares down there. This is where we dumped off some coyote carcasses over here. That's all smashed up, a few trails showing up there, but it's got some heavier trails right here. And out of the 2, I think I'll set up this one here and see what we get. I still have 2 snares over there. I think I just said that, but I always repeat myself because I think one thing and then say another. So we'll drive past there and check that out. Anyways, we'll get this one set up. We had a bait over there, and it looks like the wolves come back through here and took the rest of the deer carcass. Can't see a real clear track, but they're walking around in the snow. Some big tracks there. Probably happened a couple days ago. I might go wander over this way to see where they went. We had one catch over there, and then the birds got on it, so we'll check that out. I don't know if it's salvageable. I've seen quite a bit of fur kicking around there, but yeah. This is one of those baits there that I still haven't figured out yet. Things are always changing. You can see some pee there from a wolf. Some tracks. Yeah. Not sure where the carcass went. I look everything over, and we'll go from there. See you at the next set. Well, this is it here. It pecked in there and got around the bum a little bit, so I might be able to salvage it. Tail doesn't look the best. Probably ate out the bum hole here. But I just seen that fur there, so we'll get it back home. I'll reset the spot. This is a huge male coyote. Paws on him are massive. So and you can tell he's got a big old head on him. So maybe I'll do up the skull on him so he doesn't go to waste. And we'll put him in the back of the truck, and that's number one for the new year, I guess, here. All right, catch you at the next set. So that's where we made the catch. And then I seen there's another coyote that came in after. Checked them out, so I just took that snare and I tucked it in right here. Perfect little spot. It'll be a blind set for them. Come in and hopefully we'll have a catch. So this is our leading snare. Still nothing here. And that was a good, hot, heavy trail a little while ago. But no fresh tracks here. We'll go take a look in there and see if anything's been caught. Had somebody with tracks and a side-by-side come check things out. But yeah, didn't get off, and so I'll get out and go take a look at some of the snares here. We'll take a boo once we make a catch. The strip here, and looks like we have a catch. There's a ribbon. Our set was here, and we got a coyote just in here. Looks like a well-furred one. Looks like I have to work at getting him out there. Came from inside the bush here, coming out because there was no tracks here, and you can see he got caught. And then that's kind of the back end where he peed, and then came back in to expire. So I'll work my way in there and reset it. Actually, I don't think I'll reset it. We're supposed to get snow here in the next couple days. And looks like he's woolly on the side here too. So I'll pull him out. We'll take a look at him here towards the end of the day, maybe in the shop or in the back of the truck, and make our decision. But yeah, I'll pull this snare, won't remake it, and then we'll use it another time in another place. Okay, we'll catch you at the next set. Still the strip here, and looks like we had a coyote kind of come in here and get caught. Looks like a nicely furred one. The snare was right here, came in and expired there. So again, I won't reset this one. I'll let the snow tell me where to reset it here in the next couple days, because there's a few spots that I see there's new trails, and the old ones they're not using. All right, number 3 for the year. Well, we just had some New Year's supper there, and I thought on my way home I checked my last couple baits that have snares. So it looks like we got ourselves a nice coyote here. Had a couple misses on the other snares. Good quick dispatch. Lots of trails in here. I dropped that pig off and it's all gone, and those faces are gone, deer faces are gone. So there's a lot of coyotes that moved in. Couldn't really see all that much in the dark with a flashlight, but I'll remake this and see how she goes. Saturday I'll come out and do an assessment and see what we need. But we didn't catch nothing else in the other snares, so only this one. All right. So driving by, I could see there was some disturbance here. And looks like we caught another coyote. Looks like he went around the tree twice and and hung up here. Looks to be a not too bad coyote. This is probably the other one that went by. Just looking it over here. And I think I'll pull this snare now just because of the disturbance here. Usually we don't have that much, but the snow's starting to melt. We must have kicked some of the leaves up and then makes it look a lot more disturbed than it is. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll put it up one more time here and see what happens. Okay, catch you at the next set. We're here at another bait. Well, just further down, this is where we caught one coyote that got nipped a bit. My snare's still here, but the bush has come to life. I had a full deer and half a pig back here, and it's all gone. But they didn't go down this trail. And we caught the one kite further up. I think I put a snare over here, or talked about it, one of the two. Yeah, I just talked about it here. So I think on Saturday I'll start over here, because there's quite a few trails out of bait. So I guess I'll have to go to the farm, grab bait. It's a heavy trail there. And there's one snare here got bumped. Coyote tracks on it. Not sure which is better here. This looks like it's better. So coyote tracks coming through here. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of continue on with my foot tracks. In here there's about 3 or 4 trails that go all over. Walk back and adjust my snare again. Should be good. Maybe I'll lower it just a little bit. That's what it looks like. So I got ducked. Huh. It's just tons of tracks here now, but all the bait's gone. Like I said, it's dark, so I can't tell where they drug it. Plowing stuff over here, just avoiding that snare there. But you can just see it just beat hard in here now, which is good. Yeah, ate all the bait. It's that one warm day. That's what happened last time when we had that second wave. One warm day, and then the baits kind of thawed out a bit, and everything came to life. Heavy trail over here. I gotta get a snare on. One more snare at this site. It's a trail set. Quite a ways away. 50 to 60 yards away. We'll see if we have anything there. Okay, so this is a trail snare we were talking about, and looks like we got ourselves a nice coyote. Came down the trail here. Looks like he's the only one. The rest of the tracks here are rabbits. So we'll remake this. The pinch point was right up here, and then just expired over here. So we'll do the remake and see what happens next time. Nice, really nice looking coyote, nice and pale, well furred. Okay, we'll take a look at them in the back of the truck once we get home here. So we're just closing off January 1st here, 2020. Not a bad little check there. 6 coyotes. We had some snares tipped over, bumped, and some baits that came alive, and I didn't have the snares in the right places. But we'll check that out on Saturday. I'll grab some bait Friday night, head out there Saturday and see what we can set up, and go from there. Hopefully our other rams show up so we can set some spots fairly heavy. But here we go, 2020, January 1st.